Hey friends, welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to move towards identifying the limiting beliefs, and also I'm going to give you a step-by-step process on how to overcome those limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. So what exactly are limiting beliefs? Limiting beliefs are thoughts in our mind, patterns of thoughts in our mind that hold us back in taking some good new action that are going to help us to make progress towards our goals. Because all of us in our personal and professional lives need to achieve results, and for results action is very important. So this is what is limiting beliefs. Now let's look at this picture. Limiting belief, let's take an example. If someone says, hey, I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling afraid of meeting this person or doing this presentation for this new client, so something must be going on underlying. So the limiting belief that person may be feeling can be, hey, I'm not worthy of this job, I'm not good enough to do this presentation, no one likes me in that group, or I will fail in this job, or I will fail in this presentation. Okay, so there are few examples could be, I need to be wealthy to be happy, my body type is such that I can never lose weight, and I don't have time to do good work, and lastly, I am a woman, so I cannot become an entrepreneur. So these are all examples of limiting beliefs that we have. So please understand, friends, the very first step in overcoming your limiting beliefs is identifying exactly what those are. So simple pen and paper. Take a pen and paper, take some time off, and think about what are the negative thoughts that run in your mind. Think about today, think about yesterday, last week, and start writing those down. Now, once you have written down few of those thoughts, look at what thoughts have repeated. The repeated thoughts are your limiting beliefs. They come again and again. It acts as a subconscious program in your mind. So those are your limiting beliefs. Now, let's think about how to go about overcoming these beliefs. So, first of all, I want you to recognize, friends, that this belief is just a belief. It is thought in our mind. Like in the Indian epic Mahabharata, Arjuna wanted to go to war, but on the war, he actually was very confused. He was very stressed. He did not know how to proceed. He thought, how can I fight with my own brothers? So he did not take action because there was something blocking him in his mind. There were some thoughts and beliefs that were blocking him in his mind. Then Lord Krishna helped him, guided him in that process. Now, first thing is recognize that it is just a thought. Okay. Second, I want you to challenge your own belief that is limiting you. Okay. Challenging means facing that belief. Okay. Now I'm aware of my belief. Now I want to challenge you. Why are you true? Why should I believe you? Challenge that. Okay. Third important thing you can do is ask questions to yourself. Hey, what evidence do I have that this belief is true? What proof do I have that this belief is true? Who told me to have this limiting belief? Where did it come from? Ask these questions, which are going to help you think in the right direction. Fourth thing you can do is think about or recognize the impacts of having such a limiting belief. It could be, I will never succeed, I can never do this job. What is going to be the effect of this limiting belief? The next thing is thinking about new belief statement. That is where you are going to replace the old limiting belief with a new thought, new statement. Again, pen and paper. You don't need mobile for that. You don't need any apps for that. Simple pen and paper. Think and write down what is the statement you are going to create to counter that limiting belief. And I'm going to give you an example in the next slide. And then finally, put it into practice. Now, in this example, let's say you are working in an office, right? And you do create a lot of reports. And one day you have submitted a report to your boss. So the next following day, your boss sends you an email back, and there are, some corrections and changes that he has suggested. Now, you just browse through it quickly. Okay. So you did not look in detail what is exactly written in the boss's email and feedback. Okay. So there are some thoughts going on in your mind right now. What are those? One of the limiting beliefs here in this case, in this moment, can be, oh, I'm not capable to create good reports. Okay. So if I have this limiting belief, I'm going to feel sad, I'm going to feel worthless, and I'm going to experience negative thoughts, about my capabilities relative with my colleagues. Okay. So I might already go into this emotional state. Now, in this case, what can you do? We just thought about few steps. First is challenge your belief. Hey, why should I believe I'm not capable to do this report? Ask yourself questions. What proof, what evidence do I have to support this belief? And lastly, create a new statement that helps you, empowers you, makes you feel positive about this. Now, in reality, if you go to that email, maybe you will find that the boss has actually acknowledged you, appreciated you for good things that you have done in the report. And maybe he has some constructive suggestions for you to improve the report. So it is the perception that we create that makes us feel in a particular way. Now create a new statement. Hey, what can be the new statement, new empowering belief for you in this situation? It can be, hey, I can really create great reports that add a lot of value to my boss and my company. Okay, so think about it. Say it in your mind, say it aloud, write it down. And the important thing here to remember is that this new belief that you want to embed in your mind, it is like a seed. When you sow a seed, what do you have to do after you sow the seed? You have to water it continuously, repeatedly, repetition. You have to nurture it repeatedly. So same is the thing with our new belief. We have to think about it. We have to say it. We have to remind it, write it down on our paper notebook. We may have to do reminders. We may print our new beliefs, put it on the wall next to where we work. So this is how repetition is created. And then our subconscious mind starts to believe in that. So friends, we have looked at what are limiting beliefs, how to identify those, step-by-step process on, step-by-step process on overcoming these limiting beliefs. So now I'm going to share with you just few examples of limiting beliefs and how can you change those. So the first one, if someone says, hey, I need to be wealthy to be happy, what can be an empowering belief? He or she can say, hey, I can choose to be happy no matter what the circumstance is. Next, limiting belief. My body type is such that I can never lose weight no matter what I do. What can be an empowering belief is that I can be slim and healthy if I exercise and eat right. Next, limiting belief is that I will never be successful unless I have a master's degree. Empowering belief, my success is determined by how hard I work and what are the right things I do rather than my education. Right? Next one. My family background limits me what I can achieve in my career. Empowering belief, I can become anything I want with proper training and efforts. Next, I can never get along with my manager. This can be a limiting belief. Empowering belief can be, and I'm sure I can work out things with my boss. So these are the few examples. So engage in this activity of identifying your limiting beliefs and overcoming those by going through this process.